Good morning. So the last video that I made, I was discussing my vehicle's issues from the job that I had got. I'm going to rewind back to before I got the job and why I even put in for another job, because I know you guys saw a video of me quitting my job, quitting corporate America to go on this journey of life. So, excuse me, boom. I'm going to take you back to March 2019. I felt like it was more to life. I started paying attention to these numbers, these signs, these sequences of feelings and deja vu and like coincidences that was occurring in my life. And I just kept knowing that it was a theory and it was some type of lies being told to me where I wasn't fully living the life that I felt like I was supposed to be living. All right, boom. So I started investigating myself. I was looking in the mirror, staring, trying to figure out like who I am. I was hearing prompters on the radio, Steve Harvey talking about make a jump, take a leap of faith. We at the band. So, I'm around the crib playing around. I'm like, man, I'm finna jump off the bed. God, this me taking my step of faith, jumping out there. So I'm practicing like boom, and I jump off the bed. God, that mean I'm ready. I wasn't really fully understanding what that meant, to jump out there, to step out on faith. And then, he got the little story to follow behind. It's going to be a couple bruises and scratches, but you're going to get through it. Like little stuff he would say like that on the radio or whatnot. Now, my job was completely going down. I was at a FedEx office, and so people were quitting. The hours just wasn't right with people's life. And so I was picking up shifts for people, and the manager was understanding that. I was still getting my little tally marks, but I wasn't being, punished for it, because I was really helping out the company, and I was going in on sick days, having my kids up there, doing whatever I had to do to, get through the work shift, because the ex-husband wasn't really helping out. We were separated previously anyway, and been separated ever since December of about 2 years ago. He's a military veteran. He was in the Army and the Navy, and he's just real disconnected. He's always been disconnected. As far as me and him, he really never showed. He did show interest, but then, sleeping in other rooms and things of that nature. So it wasn't a happy camper in that situation. So getting to the point, I was just trying to let it be known that it was me still as a single mom, trying to make things work and make ends meet. Now, once I started experiencing or, trying to find more of myself, I felt like my higher self and, God were showing, they were showing me like little signs that everything would be okay if I put my trust into that entity. But I was ready, but I didn't know how ready I was. But knowing now I wasn't ready then. I was still stuck in the ways that were taught upon me. So getting to the point, in March, I started seeing things differently. I remember looking out the window one day and seeing this rainbowish color vibrating off everything outside. The further I looked, the more I could see it on the trees. It was like a heat wave off a car, except it was real colorful. I know y'all gonna think I'm dramatic, but I immediately broke down crying, because what I saw was so beautiful, and it's out here every day, every second, and we never even notice it and pay attention to the things that's around us because we're so distracted and we always moving. So I had a dream right when I was about to wake up. I knew, because when I woke up, it was the next day. It was the last dream I remember. I was getting terminated from work. Now, I had already had promptings previously before the dream to quit my job, and I was like, no, I was like, I'm not in a position to make that kind of decision. I heard Steve when he said jump, but I can't jump today. So I was going back and forth when I was going to leave my job. I was believing in myself, and then I wasn't. And then that's when a dream came about that I was going to just lose my job. It was steps that was taken in between. Like, I noticed my hours got cut. I was getting like 19.4 hours a week for 3 weeks straight. I was like, what? And I remember something saying, so you still going to try to stay here because you're not even going to make it off that. I was like, whoa, well, again, I'm not in a position to make that type of decision. So I got to do what I got to do. Maybe somebody to call out. I could pick up a couple of shifts here and there, still trying to be in control of the situation. So then what happened was I had the dream. This is when the dream came. And when I woke up that morning, I felt so amazing. But I was telling my brother, like, yo, I just had this weird dream that I lost my job. But I was like, I ain't even going to worry about it because I always be scaring myself. So get to work. They make you work at least the day or half the day. It's about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. The job at FedEx, they terminated me from being late from lunch. I took it cool because I had already knew some things was going on, and I was just trying to find myself at the time, so I was a little bit more observative of everything, more than reacting. So okay, I took that. I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, Mickey, be still. I knew to be still, but then I had my friends in my ear telling me, oh, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that, trying to keep me in the way of the world. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Worked at a place that was ridiculous, which was Wild Crab. It was really some wild crabs in that MF. So anyway, I believe the company is shutting down because it was just very disorganized. So anyway, getting to the point, May and June, my ex-husband helped pay half the rent. And then July, I had received, my friend had loaned me $1,000 and I was giving it right back because the state had owed me some money. And I eventually got that check later. Boom, paid my friend back and was able to pay the current month that I was in, which was July. Or whatever, I think it got paid, but then I paid him back, and then it was paying other bills that I need to get caught back on, like car note, utilities, things of that nature. So here come August. I paid for August. That's what it was. I paid for August, and then here's September. I have not paid the rent yet. In August, I had received a eviction notice, and I was, panicking throughout these months. But as time progressed, I was still learning myself and trying to find, more meaning to the situation. But I had lost that feeling that I had got in March with my higher self and noticing like the beautiful things, that connection I had to God. I really felt like that was my connection. And so I lost that feeling because I was caught in this storm. So then, moving right along, I was still trying to get jobs here and there, trying to be in control of the situation and get things under one roof, like just trying to make it through and pick up the slack and all this other good stuff. So my brother had moved in. I had got him a job. He was paying me $200 a month. I had the child support, and things was kind of like looking upward. And then my ex-husband vanished. He quit his job, completely disappeared off the face of earth. Right behind it, my mom convinced my brother to come back after putting him out. And so I lost that income. He lost the job and now still has no sense of direction being over there with her. And, things just got real bad. So after the first eviction now in September, this is my second one. And, they said after you get a first one, they're going to go ahead and go with the process. So it seems like I've lost everything. Yesterday, September 26th, I went on and got a storage. It really touched me in a way because I knew then that I wasn't going to be able to come from this, is what it felt like. But completely losing everything. Like, I don't even think I have anything to hold on to. I was working out an hour away. My car was breaking down constantly. I never have car issues. And so, just where I am right now, I'm trying to stay positive. I found that feeling, that higher connection feeling that I felt some time ago. I found myself completely now. And I'm just, eager to see how I come out of this on my journey. I don't know what the next minute brings, but I just share this with you in case you need it in the future or in your present time, or you need to make sense from your past to what's been going on. But I really feel like I'm walking through the valley of shadows of death, or whatever they call it in the Bible. I don't see anything. I'm just feeling, and I'm trying to feel good about my situation despite the tornado and hurricane that ran through. And so I let my higher self guide me now. And a lot of things is based off my feelings and trying to stay positive no matter what happens. I will remain positive and strong in my belief. I will stand by what I know and not what everybody has been telling me and what I was taught and religion that was forced and all this and that. I found myself by listening to myself, feeling my own vibration, understanding my own flow, moving with my own wave, allowing God to help me each step of the way. And so today is September 27, 2019. I don't know what's going to happen, but I plan to get a U-Haul truck to put my stuff in storage because I pretty much lost my home.